How are you drinking?
Very, very carefully.
Go time?
Go time.
Hey everybody, it's your boy These Nuts 21985 here, and today we're back with something a little bit different. So, if you guys know, I fucking love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is arguably my favorite superhero of all time, ever since childhood. You know, just like how Devil May Cry was my favorite video game franchise, yeah, Spider-Man was my favorite superhero. I used to get face paint of this motherfucker. I used to want his fucking costume for Halloween. I used to want to fucking start doing backflips and break my neck if I fell off of the couch. All that kind of shit. Spider-Man has been so fucking cool over the years. And the man just ages like fine wine, even though he gets done extremely dirty in every universe he's in. But anyway, we're going to talk about our favorite video game for the PlayStation exclusive, motherfucker, Spider-Man. But we're gonna talk about the Miles Morales one, because this one is kind of an arguable one when it comes to the Spider-Man fans. So we're gonna talk about whether or not Spider-Man Miles Morales should really have been a full game or just an expansion. Now, in the original Spider-Man, I wanted Miles Morales to get spider powers so bad because he's just a super cool character. And him getting his own game was something I didn't really expect with you, to be honest. And how did it turn out? Well, a lot of people did end up complaining that the story was too short. And I agree, you can pretty much beat it in a day if you really wanted to. It's not that much. It's like whenever you're trying to speedrun the older Devil May Cry games, yeah, that's kind of what this game feels like. It was just super short, and I feel like a lot of people, or everybody to be honest with you, can probably agree with me on this one. There were very few bosses. The only bosses you had were Rhino, the Prowler, and the Tinkerer. And the Tinkerer ended up becoming this like attractive young woman instead of the old man how he was in the comics. And I feel like Prowler just became a boss just because they wanted someone that wasn't Rhino, because oh my god, you have to fight this man like all the goddamn time. It wasn't even... I wouldn't say it got boring, but it was like, did he really have to be the only original boss we had to fight as Miles Morales? I mean, it kind of made sense, but at the same time it didn't. I don't know. The moves with Miles Morales were kind of the same as Peter Parker's, just with like a few more added. And hopefully for Spider-Man 2, it doesn't end up becoming the same situation. That's kind of one of the biggest things that is going to scare me about Spider-Man 2. That the web slinging and all the movesets and stuff are going to be the same as the other ones. And I have this fear that it's going to get repetitive. And I kind of had the fear when it came to Miles Morales, but surprisingly that wasn't the case. It was still pretty fun, and honestly, I would probably rate the combat in Spider-Man Miles Morales higher than the one in the original Spider-Man, because it was more exciting, more fun to play, well, for me at least. Peter's design change was also something really questionable amongst the fans. I personally love the original Peter Parker's design from the first Spider-Man game, and then they changed it from the Miles Morales one in the Spider-Man Remastered. But I mean, it's kind of understandable, I guess, because the original Peter design kind of looked older than what they were trying to make him out to be, but now he looks kind of iffy, I guess. I don't know, but I mean, it's still a good game regardless. You know, the scenery is amazing. Seeing the snow is such a beautiful little detail they added. And I know you can't really change between day, sunset, and night like you were with Peter, but then being able to go into Miles' apartment and stuff was also a cool little detail. And then you also get these fun little Easter eggs, such as them putting Chadwick Boseman at the end of the credits. And then there's a statue of Stan Lee somewhere. And then there's all these other little Easter eggs, such as Miles' dad's grave. And to be honest with you, this game's pretty easy to master. You can be a go at this game pretty easily. Even in the hardest difficulty, you should be fine. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be great. The New Game Plus is always going to be something a little weird for me because you have everything that you unlocked from the previous time you played, but you still have to go and complete the stuff all over again. That was something that never really made sense. And the alternate costumes were also really cool, such as the Prowler Miles. You also get Miles Morales 2099. The story wasn't as good as the gameplay, but personally, I enjoy the story more than the other Spider-Man story. I'm sorry, you can come hate me for that. Hey, I'm not giving you shit for liking the DMC reboot, so don't give me shit for liking Spider-Man Miles Morales, okay? Anyway, the Friendly Neighborhood app is probably one of the dumbest things to exist because people would troll hard on that thing. Like, I know this game tries to portray people as nice, but let's be honest, people were shit. And like, a lot of people could use the Friendly Neighborhood app to set up traps for Miles in order to attack him or reveal his identity or do whatever the fuck they want to do with him and shit, but who knows? Miles is built different. In the Spider-Verse, he outperformed the entire Spider-Verse, so it's hard to say. Miles' chemistry with everyone in this game was also really cool to see. I wish I had that in my life, but I mean, Miles just really earned it. Like I said, one of my favorite Spider-Men, and I know he is probably a lot of other people's favorite Spider-Man. He's just a cool character who just was originally like Spider-Man's biggest fan, and then he ended up becoming Spider-Man's sidekick, and then he ended up becoming hero of his own city. It was just so cool to see, and we gotta remember, this was one of the first games that came out on the PS5, so if it was a little bit short, I mean, look, the PS5 was short on production, and we all remember how bad that shit was. You had to buy bundles that costed thousands of dollars just to get it, and like, there weren't any PS5 games, so I feel like Insomniac kind of just had to rush it, and maybe that's why it feels a little bit short compared to all these other newer PS5 games that we're getting, and maybe that's why they remastered the original Spider-Man now, because I guess they had the time for it. And I feel like that was just one of the biggest things, is that the PS5 kept getting all the hype, and then it was super limited, and then people that had a PS5 didn't have any games to play, and I feel like Insomniac just kind of said, here you go, this little short game should be enough for now, let's buy some time, I guess. And if they really wanted to make the game this short, could they at least have given us a discount instead of like just, oh yeah, here, this game is $50 instead of $60, but hey, I get it. Games nowadays are absolute shit, and they cost $70, so I'm not complaining at all. I love this game. The replayability is there. I probably play this game more than DMC, to be honest, because DMC be pissing me off sometimes. Hey, man. When you play that shit for years, yeah, you're gonna have some mental health issues. I swear to God. But overall, this game is really great, and if you love hack and slash beat 'em up games, I recommend you try this. And I'm sorry for you Xbox people. I'm pretty sure, I think they announced Spider-Man 2 was coming to Xbox. I don't know, but if the game does get repetitive for PlayStation users, I mean, at least Xbox users won't have to complain about it because they'll finally have a Spider-Man game to play, if that's actually the case. But until then, I'm going to keep playing this game, and it's probably become one of my favorites because there's a lot of content after you beat the game. You know, you can do all the little side quests, you can do the trophy hunts if you want to platinum this game, which is what I'm currently doing right now. And then there's always crime you can fight, and if you really just want to listen to music and start web slinging instead of like going to Minecraft or something, this is the perfect game to do that. You can load up whatever music you want and just web sling, and I swear you're gonna have the time of your life. This is gonna be way better than you raging on Rainbow Six Siege ranked or some fucking bullshit, or you sending me toxic messages just because I beat you in Brawlhalla, you know, shit like that. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Please leave a like, comment if you're new, subscribe. Go ahead and share this with Batman because Spider-Man is always superior to that motherfucker. Oh, superior Spider-Man joke? What? Anyway, go ahead and share this to the entire DC universe. Tell them this is how you really make a superhero game, not that Gotham Knights bullshit. And let's just, you know what, let's just end it there. I will see you in the next one.